Hi, my name is Sharyn Alexander. I'll be talking to you about some of the rock types that we're seeing here on the Buck property. The Buck property itself, it's an intermediate sulfidation epithermal gold and silver property located in Central B.C. So we have some representative samples here, and this represents the type of rocks that we're seeing in the areas where we've been drilling. So for example, in the Horseshoe and the trench zones. First of all, I'll go over some of the more disseminated style of mineralization that we have. So this is indicative of the Horseshoe Zone. We're seeing these long continuous intercepts of gold and silver mineralization. It's disseminated throughout volcaniclastic tuffs. In this sample, for example, you can see some clasts as well as some sphalerite veining. And this is also where we drilled our longest intercept of continuous mineralization to date. 186 meters of 0.85 gram per ton gold equivalent, including 109 meters of 1.15 gram per ton gold equivalent. So moving on to the trench zone, of course, this is a sample that we drilled in hole 20. So this type of mineralization, the gold is hosted within quartz pyrite veins. For example, this sample graded 246 gram per ton gold. So this style of millimeter to centimeter scale veining is very indicative of the type of mineralization that we're seeing in the trench zone. As well, in the trench zone, we're seeing a different style, which is more carbonate rich. It has a lot of sphalerites. So here we have hole 8, which graded 2.1 gram per ton gold. However, this style of mineralization can grade anywhere from 1 to 40 gram per ton gold. And so in the trench zone, we are seeing a lot of veining, quartz, sphalerites, and carbonate as well. We have here an example of what we're calling the Mosaic Breccia, and you can see it's a very sphalerite rich, it's a very angular breccia. So this is near surface in hole 32. This graded 8.1 gram per ton gold equivalent, 6.85 gram per ton gold, as well as 81.95 gram per ton silver over 3 meters. And we find this between the Horseshoe and the trench zones. And of course, cross-cutting all of these, especially in the trench zone, is we have these quartz feldspar porphyry dikes. These are thought to influence mineralization as some of these fluids were being channeled through some of these dikes. So for example, we're seeing mineralization along the margins of some of these dikes. Some of the dikes themselves are mineralized, some are not. With the oriented core that we're currently drilling on site, we'll be able to get more structural understanding about these QFP dikes and how they influence mineralization at Buck. We're really looking forward to sharing some of these results as soon as we get them back from the lab.